Hartman was a comedian and a great voice actor.
Thank you. By the way, it's not Phil Hartman anymore.
It's not Phil Hartman.
Name strikes me as kind of bland. I think I'm going to change it to my Simpsons name, Troy McClure.
Troy McClure.
You may know me from such motion pictures as Hitler Doesn't Live Here Anymore. And sorry, wrong closet.
Who took part in classic SNL sketches and voiced Lionel Hutz.
Simpson, don't you worry. I watched Matlock in a bar last night. The sound wasn't on, but I think I got the gist of it.
Lyle Lanley.
The name's Lanley, Lyle Lanley, and I come before.
Troy McClure.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such educational films as 2 minus 3 equals negative fun and Firecrackers, the Silent Killer.
Mr. McClure?
Oh, hello, Bobby.
Jimmy, I'm curious.
And more in The Simpsons. A lot of people do not know how involved he was in the video game industry and why it ended, so here is the story. This episode is obviously gonna be darker than the rest, so hold on to your seats if you don't already know it. His career with video games wasn't as popular as his SNL or Simpsons appearances. He first appeared on the commercial for Atari's Ice Hockey, and afterwards went crazy for ice hockey.
Do you have Ice Hockey by Activision?
Think you're ready for it? One of the roughest video games around for your Atari game system? Ready to battle for the puck?
Well...
To inflict fierce body checking? Furious stick checking? Ruthless tripping? You really think you're ready for all that? I'm ready! Fine. Cash your charge. Ice Hockey by Activision!
Well, we won't, but he sure did. I can't believe people thought this looked good. Let's just say his second gig was sadly not a good idea, as he was pretty much the mascot for the Philips CDI.
You're watching TV and this guy says...
It's CDI, friends, the next generation CD player that works with your TV.
And you'd say...
But I have a CD player.
Then your mom says...
No, dear. CDI works with your television.
You'd probably feel pretty dumb and maybe even fake it like you'd already experienced the ultimate in games, movies, music, and more.
Trust me, babe, I know about this CDI stuff.
Now get into CDI, starting at $2.99 with $200 of free stuff.
You see, his name is Phil, and the system was called Philips CDI. Not only was that idea terrible, but the video game system is considered the worst video game system ever made.
The free stuff.
Say you're going to buy a CD player and you're thinking... But then you hear about the next generation CD player.
It's called CDI, and it works with your TV to bring you the ultimate in movies, games, and family entertainment.
Awesome.
Awesome is right. Awesome sound, awesome pictures, awesome choices.
CDI, tell a friend.
CDI, kid, huh?
Now get into CDI, starting at $2.99 with $200 of free stuff.
Also, an obvious Simpsons game appearance was one of the few games he was involved with. It was called The Simpsons Virtual Springfield.
Welcome to Springfield. I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me as town spokesman for such computer travel guides as Duluth, It'll Grow on You, and Suddenly Tulsa. Of course, we all know Springfield for its award-winning dandelions and as birthplace of the glove compartment. But that's merely scratching the surface of a place the great Calvin Coolidge once laid.
And you probably never knew it existed, cause I sure didn't.
I feel like Jackie Robinson playing for the Sacramento Bumwads.
Finally, he had a good chance. Blasto, a cool action-adventure game where you used a slightly warped space warrior who was muscular, a little bit too much, and was gonna save Uranus. That's what they went with. No joking.
Put him through, Command Central.
Blasto, Uranus is in big trouble.
What did I do this time?
This is no time for jokes. It seems that evil alien tyrant Boss is up to his old tricks again.
Boss? I thought that pear-headed psychopath was banished to the 5th dimension.
He was, but now he's back and he's mad. The very foundation of the free planetary system may be at stake. His forces are already massed for an invasion of the planet Uranus.
And you want me to take it back, eh?
Can you do it, Blasto?
Is a frog's butt watertight?
I knew we could count on you, Blasto. Good luck. And remember, Uranus is on the line.
but it was totally his style. The game got good reviews, sort of, and they were gonna do a second one, but on May 27th, Phil Hartman was relaxing in his house when his wife arrived after having some drinks, and then they had a heated argument. Phil apparently just wanted to sleep it off like we all do when we can't fight anymore. Sadly, around 3 a.m., his wife entered his room and fatally shot him 3 times, allegedly because of cocaine use, and later committed suicide, leaving his kids without any parents and leaving us without Phil Hartman.
That has stunned the entertainment world. Phil Hartman, who gained fame on Saturday Night Live, was found shot dead in his home, apparently killed by his wife, who then committed suicide. ABC's Carla Wohl has more from Los Angeles.
Mr. Hartman, sir. Right in the camera, yeah.
Hartman and his wife, Bryn, a former model, made a glamorous Hollywood couple. At 6:20 this morning, police answered the report of a gunshot at the Hartman house. Officers were actually in the house, removing the Hartman children, when they heard another shot. Hartman was found dead in the bed. His wife was nearby, an apparent suicide.
She apparently shot herself as the officers were in the house removing the second child.
Their children, 6 and 9 years old, were not hurt. Police could not say what provoked the shootings.